We are seeing reactions from right here in Hampton Roads as well. News 3 reporter Anthony Sabella live in Norfolk at Town Point Park area where people have been showing their support for Ukraine. Anthony, it sounds like it is still going on right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Several dozen people have gathered here along Waterside Drive. You can see some of the signs here. Ukraine stays strong. Stop war in Ukraine. This entire gathering to protest that Russian invasion of the country. Many of these people are from Ukraine, born and raised in the country. Alex, I want to bring you in here. We talked to him a little bit ago, but Alex, just talk about what you guys want folks to know out there.
We want to know that Ukraine is not alone, and Ukrainians who live here in the United States, we stand for our nation. We want to bring world's attention. We want to close the space above Ukraine. We don't want Ukraine keep getting bombed, okay? Please stop Putin, okay? US, wake up, everybody, different states. You need to get together, Ukrainians, Americans, everybody, support us, please, stay strong, together with Ukraine. Slava Ukraini! Thank you.
So there you heard it from right there from Alex. You know, he lives here in Virginia Beach, and a lot of these folks here, you know, live right here in this area. Our friends, our neighbors, just horrified by what they're seeing over there in Ukraine right now. I was able to actually talk to a Russian gentleman as well who is here, who wanted to show support for Ukraine. So people of all different backgrounds here right now in Norfolk protesting that Russian invasion. And you're right, we're live here at Town Park in Norfolk. I'll send it back to you.
Anthony, thank you. Obviously, a lot of passion out there right now. President Biden also trying to ease fears about rising gas prices. The U.S. is working with other nations on a plan to release oil from a key global reserve. You can expect action to come in the next few days. This should bring some relief as gas prices are currently averaging nationwide at $3.57 and our average in Virginia, $3.41. Our newsroom is hard at work following the latest and newest developments in Ukraine. Live updates are happening in this story right now on WTKR.com. Federal mask-wearing guidelines are expected to be loosened in just a matter of hours when the CDC could make that announcement and what we expect will change in their recommendations. Just in, Norfolk Public Schools wrapping up a special meeting not too long ago, pulling back on a lot of COVID mandates. We are talking making masks optional on school campuses, the elimination of COVID-19 vaccine and/or weekly testing requirements, and disciplinary actions around it. In an open session and a 5-to-1 vote, they decided to eliminate both policies. Faculty and staff will no longer be required to get a COVID-19 vaccination or have weekly testing done. And students now will have the option whether or not to wear a mask while at school. And at any moment, we are expecting the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to loosen indoor masking guidance. Under that new guidance, most people will not be advised to wear a mask inside. The agency will base that updated guidance off new metrics that consider cases and hospitalization levels over case numbers. A surge of violence seen in one local city, the mayor with a message.
We're going to help you. We're going to provide you with resources, but you've got to do your part.
What he's telling News 3 about how all of that is going to happen. And Maddie is here with today's weather trivia question.
This is a fun one to end the week on. All right, how fast does the Earth rotate on its axis? Is it 1 mile an hour, 1,000 miles per hour, or 10,000 miles per hour? This answer and your weekend forecast next.
At any moment, President Biden is set to name his nominee for the U.S. Supreme Court. And those close to this say it will make history. We're expecting the announcement to reveal the nomination of Federal Appeals Court Judge Ketanji Jackson. She would be the first black woman and the first public defender to be nominated. The Harvard Law School graduate used to be a clerk for Justice Stephen Breyer, who is retiring from the High Court and whose seat she would fill if confirmed. All right, take a look at this map. Since Saturday alone, 5 people have been shot in the city of Portsmouth. You can see 4 of those shooting locations on the map over the last few days. In a 5th shooting, the victim showed up at the hospital, and police have not yet released a location on where they think that shooting may have happened. News 3 reporter Penny Commit just talked with Mayor Shannon Glover about a new project to stop the violence. So, Penny, bring us up to speed.
Well, Todd, earlier this morning, I had the great opportunity to have a long conversation with Mayor Glover about the ongoing issue of gun violence all throughout the city of Portsmouth. And his main goal, he says, accountability. Now, how is this new initiative project going to work? So city leaders have collected a diverse group of organizations ranging from the U.S. Marshal's Office to trauma-trained healthcare professionals and what they call violence disruptors. These are groups started by people who may have been criminals in the past, but have now turned their lives around, allowing them to build connections with the public. Those groups will then identify people to call in. Those called in will be people who are committing crimes, but given the right resources, believe that they can take a different path. While a variety of people will be called in, the groups will specifically focus on youth. Mayor Glover says once they're called in, though, you only get one chance. Now, through Mayor Glover's diverse working group, people that are, quote, called in will get help finding summer jobs, counseling, and getting set up with vocational training. Right now, they're working to identify the groups that will benefit from this program with the hopes of starting the call-in process in June. And this entire project is set to run about 3 years. I'm Penny Commit, News 3.
If you're looking for something to do this weekend, how about Nauticus? And you can get in at a lower cost. It is all to celebrate the final weekend of Black History Month. This weekend's theme, Afrofuturism. The museum says visitors will be able to reimagine the past and future Black history through the use of Afrofuturistic STEAM-based activities, crafts, and some other programs. You can even become a superhero in your own comic book, build a spaceship, and watch science experiments. Admission for this weekend, it is just $7.25. And it may be a good weekend to plan some activities indoors. Let's bring in meteorologist Maddie Kirker, tracking it all this afternoon.
Yeah, that's probably safe to say that many folks will not want to be out and about this weekend, unfortunately, because of the weather that we're forecasting. But hey, I got some good news on this Friday afternoon. All of the fog and the clouds that we dealt with this morning, at least the low-lying clouds, have lifted. So there is some good news. Also some good news, we started things off this morning in the 30s and 40s, but take a look at this spread in temperatures. This is incredible. This is Mother Nature at work. North Carolina, we are at 70 degrees. The south side of Hampton Roads, we are at 61, but for the peninsulas, we are still stuck in the 40s. So what on earth is even happening outside? Well, there is some science and a warm front that is lifting through our region from south to north as we speak. So yes, you can see nice and toasty with our friends in Elizabeth City already at 68 degrees. Just jumping over the border into Virginia, we're at 57 in Chesapeake, and not too far away, a short drive to Hampton, we are stuck in the 40s. This is incredible to watch this warm air moving in. You can see 67 in Nags Head, 60 in Moyock, 53 in Norfolk, and 47 in Newport News. As an average for the day today, safe to say temperatures should generally be in the 60s. Now that's generally for the south side of Hampton Roads. But as we head into the weekend, look what happens. We're going to be dropping our numbers. It is going to be cold out there for tomorrow and your Saturday. Also feeling a little bit better by Sunday, but then those 40s and 50s still hanging around even into next week. All right, let's get to the main event. This warm front that is currently slicing our viewing area in half is sitting right on top of us. All the clouds you see out ahead of this cold front, we kind of call this a wedge pattern. So all the clouds that have been hanging around and the fog just kind of sitting on top of us right now. But as this cold front clears, warm front lifts, we will actually see some mainly dry skies and all this fog move out of here as we head through this evening. Now, as far as the temperatures, I know everybody wants to be like North Carolina right now in the 70s. I don't think the warm air makes it quite that far north. However, I think for the south side to the inland portions of Virginia, we will likely be in the 60s. Not so nice and toasty up across the eastern shore and the peninsulas. Overnight tonight, we clear things out briefly. I think we'll see some sunshine to start tomorrow morning, but tomorrow afternoon,